From the steps of the Capitol Record Building, this is Phil Wilson, your on-the-spot reporter. I am here awaiting the arrival of the Beatles. They are inside the Capitol Record Building now, talking over plans to reunite for the first time since 1970. In fact, I believe the doors are about to open, and there they are. John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr standing to my left. John is raising his hands. He is about to speak. Listen. The crowd is surging toward the Beatles.
Wait, oh yes, wait a minute.
The crowd has surrounded the Beatles. Let's see if we can talk to them about the reunion. First of all, Ringo Starr, where were you when John came to ask you to rejoin the Beatles?
In the town where I was born.
And how did he ask you to rejoin?
Begging down upon his bended knee.
And what was your reply?
And I said, no, 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 no.
Ringo, what did you do, though, when John told you how much your share of the Beatle money would be? Yes, Ringo, but deep down inside, what were you really saying to yourself? Thank you, Ringo Starr. Now here's George Harrison. George, we know you're not materialistic, and that money means nothing to you. So what did you say when you were told how much your share of the money would be? In the past, George, you have donated proceeds from your various concerts to worthy charities. Who gets your share from this one?
The tax man.
But who would you rather have the money go to?
My sweet Lord.
Where were you when John came to ask you to rejoin the Beatles? George, when he asked Ringo, he was down on one knee. What was he doing when he asked you?
Crawling in the dark.
Confidentially, George, we've heard you have gallstones. Are you very worried about them? Thank you, George Harrison. Now let's talk to Paul McCartney. Paul, we heard that the Wings touring bus was ticketed recently for illegal parking. What did the policeman who gave you the ticket call your group? We also heard, Paul, that you didn't pay the fine and that policeman is out looking for you. What does he call your group now? Paul, if you had a son who went into show business and Wings went on tour with his band, would you be the headliner or would you be the warm-up act?
I'll follow the sun.
What was the first thing you thought when you heard that John was looking for you to help rejoin the Beatles?
I need a place to hide away.
Where did you hide? When did he find you?
Yesterday.
When he asked Ringo, he was down on one knee. When he asked George, he was crawling in the dirt. What was he doing when he asked you?
Wiping the dirt from his hands.
Thank you, Paul McCartney. And now here's the man who talked Paul, George, and Ringo into reforming the Beatles, John Lennon. John, was it very difficult convincing him to rejoin the Beatles?
Christ, you know it ain't easy.
John, what's the first thing you're going to do to help publicize the reunion?
Gonna make it to my Uncle DJ.
John, when the promoters only offered you $1 million apiece for the reunion, what did you tell them?
You gotta give me more. Give me more.
So now they're giving you almost $100 million each. If this concert flops, what will the promoters do?
They're gonna crucify me.
John, do you have any final words for your fans before we sign off?
Hello.
Thank you, John Lennon, and thank you, Beatles. And from the Capitol Record Building, this is Phil Wilson, your on-the-spot reporter, saying goodbye.
I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello.
Thank you, John Lennon.
Hello, hello.
John, will you please give me back the microphone?
I say